I'm going to continue reading the book Mindfulness in Plain English. Chapter 2. What Meditation Isn't. Misconception number 4. The purpose of meditation is to become a psychic superman. No, the purpose of meditation is to develop awareness. Learning to read minds is not the point. Levitation is not the goal. The goal is liberation. There's a link between psychic phenomena and meditation, but the relationship is somewhat complex. During early stages of the meditator's career, such phenomena may or may not arise. Some people may experience some intuitive understanding or memories from the past life. Others do not. In any case, these are not regarded as well-developed and reliable psychic abilities. Nor should they be given undue importance. Such phenomena are in fact fairly dangerous to new meditators in that they are too seductive. They can be an ego trap which can lure you right off the track. Your best advice is not to place any emphasis on these phenomena. If they come up, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine too. It's unlikely that they will. There's a point in the meditator's career where he may practice special exercises to develop psychic powers. But these occur way down the line. After he has gained a very deep stage of jhana, the meditator will be far enough advanced to work with such powers without any danger of their running out of control or taking over his life. He will then develop them strictly for the purpose of service to others. This state of affairs only occurs after decades of practice. Don't worry about it. Just concentrate on developing more and more awareness. If voices and vision pop up, just notice them and let them go. Don't get involved. Misconception number 5. Meditation is dangerous and a prudent person should avoid it. Everything is dangerous. Walk across the street and you may get hit by a bus. Take a shower and you could break your neck. Meditate and you will probably drag up various nasty matters from your past. The suppressed material that has been buried there for quite some time can be scary. It's also highly profitable. No activity is entirely without risk. But that does not mean that they should wrap ourselves in some protective cocoon. That's not living. That's premature death. The way to deal with danger is to know approximately how much of it there is, where it's likely to be found, and how to deal with it when it arises. That's the purpose of this manual. Vipassana is development of awareness. That in itself is not dangerous, but just the opposite. Increased awareness is the safeguard against danger. Properly done, meditation is a very gentle and gradual process. Take it slowly and easy. The development of your practice will occur very naturally. Nothing should be forced. Later, when you are under the cloth serenity, and protective wisdom of a competent teacher. You can accelerate your rate of growth by taking a period of intensive meditation. In the beginning, though easy doesn't. Work gently and everything will be fine. Misconception number 6. Meditation is for saints and holy men, not for regular people. You find the attitude very prevalent in Asia, where monks and holy men are accorded an enormous amount of ritualized reverence. This is somewhat akin to the American attitude of idealizing movie stars and baseball heroes. Such people are stereotypes. Such people are stereotypes made larger than life and saddled with all sorts of characteristics that few human beings can ever live up to. Even in the West, we share some of this attitude about meditation. We expect the meditator to be some extraordinarily biased figure in whose mouth butter would never dare to melt. A little personal contact with such people will quickly dispel this illusion. They usually prove to be people of enormous energy and gusto, people who live their lives with amazing vigor. It's true, of course, that most holy men meditate, but they don't meditate because they are holy men. That's backward. They are holy men because they meditate. Meditation is how they got there. And they started meditating before they became holy. Otherwise, they would not be holy. This is an important point. A sizable number of students seem to feel that a person should be completely moral before he begins meditation. It's an unworkable strategy. Morality requires a certain degree of mental control. It's a prerequisite. You can't follow any set of moral precepts without at least a little self-control. And if your mind is perpetually spinning like a fruit cylinder in a one-arm bandage, self-control is highly unlikely. So mental culture has to come first. There are 3 integral factors in Buddhist meditation: morality, concentration, and wisdom. Those 3 factors grow together as your practice deepens. Each one influences the other. So you cultivate the 3 of them together, not one at a time. When you have the wisdom to truly understand a situation, compassion toward all the parties involved is automatic. And compassion means that you automatically restrain yourself from any thought, word, or deed that might harm yourself or others. Thus, your behavior is automatically moral. It's only when you don't understand things deeply that you create problems. You fail to see the consequences of your own action. You will bother. The fellow who waits to become totally moral before he begins to meditate is waiting for a but that will never come. The ancient sages say that he is like a man waiting for the ocean to become calm so that he can go to take a bath. To understand the relationship more fully, let us propose that there are levels of morality. The lowest level is adherence to a set of rules and regulations laid down by somebody else. It could be your favorite prophet. It could be the state, the head man of your tribe, or your father. No matter who generates the rules, all you got to do at this level is to know the rules and follow them. A robot can do that. Even a trained chimpanzee could do it if the rules were simple enough and he were smacked with a stick every time he broke one. This level requires no meditation at all. All you need are the rules and somebody to swing the stick. The next level of morality consists of obeying the same rules even in the absence of somebody who will smack you. You obey because you have internalized the rules. You smack yourself every time you break one. This level requires a bit of mind control. If your thought pattern is chaotic, your behavior will be chaotic too. Mental culture reduces mental chaos. There's a third level of morality, but it might be better termed ethics. This level is a whole quantum layer up the scale, a real paradigm shift in orientation. At the level of ethics, one does not follow hard and fast rules dictated by authority. One chooses his own behavior according to the needs of the situation. The level requires real intelligence and an ability to juggle all the factors in every situation and arrive at a unique, creative, and appropriate response each time. Furthermore, the individual making these decisions needs to have dug himself out of his own limited personal viewpoint. He has to see the entire situation from the object point of view, giving equal weight to his own needs and those of others. In other words, he has to be free from greed, hatred, envy, and all the other selfish junk that ordinarily keep us from seeing the other guy's side of the issue. Only then can he choose the precise set of action, which will be truly optimal for that situation. This level of morality absolutely demands meditation unless you were born a saint. There's no other way to acquire the skill. Furthermore, the sorting process required at this level is exhausting. If you try to juggle all these factors in every situation with your conscious mind, you wear yourself out. The intellectual just can't keep that many balls in the air at once. It's an overload. Luckily, a deeper level of consciousness can do this sort of process with ease. Meditation can accomplish the sorting process for you. It's an eerie feeling. One day you got a problem, say, to handle Uncle Herman's latest divorce. It looks absolutely unsolvable, an enormous muddle of maybes that would give Solomon himself the willies. The next day you are washing the dishes, thinking about something else entirely, and suddenly the solution is there. It just pops out of the deep mind and you say, aha, and the whole thing is solved. This sort of intuition can only occur when you disengage the logic circuits from the problems and give the deep mind the opportunity to cook up the solution. The conscious mind just gets in the way. Meditation teaches you how to disentangle yourself from the thought process. It's the mental art of stepping out of your own way, and that pretty useful skill in everyday life. Meditation is certainly not some irrelevant practice strictly for ascetics and hermits. It's a practical skill that focuses on everyday events and has immediate application in everybody's life. Meditation is not otherworldly. Unfortunately, this very fact contribute to the drawback for certain students. They enter the practice expecting instantaneous cosmic revelation complete with angelic choirs. What they usually get is more efficient way to take out the trash and better ways to deal with the uncle Herman. They are needlessly disappointed. The trash solution come out first. The voice of the archangels take a bit longer.